Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. My name is Rabenschild and now we are back into the dreary world of the normal version of Space Engineers with a ton of mods. That's helping. Yesterday I did a stream for Keen together with Cosmic Chimp and we tested out the new survival mechanics for the game on the test servers. And I have to say it's great. So the new survival mechanics they are hard to get into for me because I'm doing this stuff here for a long time now, and it's just so that the whole stuff is now different, really different. And we have things like, or we have new blocks now, so things like the wind turbine, I have to build this up. The second floor is just we have wind turbines now, the hydrogen generators and all that stuff. That's really nice. And there's a progression system now that is for me the hardest thing, kind of, because I started out in worlds with, I have everything here are all the blocks, get used to it, use it and all that stuff. And the new progression system eases you in a bit more because you can learn basically one block after the other, can get used to it, and that's, I think, really nice. This makes, I hope, the life of people that come new to the game a lot easier. It's fantastic. One thing I have with it is that for multiplayer it's a bit weird because you can't progress as a group. So as a faction, for example, each member of a faction, and that might change, I'm not sure, but that was my input there. You can't change the what am I talking about? You cannot progress as a group, so each member of a faction has to progress independently. So the progress is dependent on what blocks you have built, and that's a thing you will have to do basically on your own. It's as easy as when one member has built a block, then grind it down, build it new, then you have that. But it's kind of, you have to do that to get along. So yesterday I didn't have a lot of time to do things because stream preparations, we did a bit of work before to just get into it and all these things. I'm not sure if I showed that off, but we have yield modules on here now, and I have decided that I don't want them here. So today we will set up another refinery and make a dedicated refinery for the uranium ore, because I think it would be nice to really focus on, have one refinery focused on refining that stuff with yield modules, so I get a lot more of that stuff in the end. And for that we will use some of the sorter blocks. I think that's maybe a neat idea. So we will set that up here, and then we get rid of this refinery, set that up again too, also with the sorter blocks, so everything uranium goes into one of the refineries and everything not uranium goes into the other. Because for the other I want to set up speed modules and yield modules maybe, so that we get more of it, but we process it faster. I reckon that I will in the end have a lot of iron maybe. The whole thing works. I dug out a lot of the area below here, but having the beam drill run for a long time is straining on the whole thing. But there's a bit more uranium down here, so we will grab that too. Another thing that will happen with the new update, or seems to happen with the new update, is there are new textures for ores. I like it. It looks a lot nicer. We had a bit of talk about this thing. What I got suggested to turn off the dampeners on the ship, and I might have not been expressing that well enough. Is the problem arises with turning off the dampeners. So then the ship starts to sink because this thing doesn't hold itself up anymore. And that's problematic. So that's sadly not the solution for our problem. Good. Let us go and remove this part of the whole connection. I hope that I don't run into problems there, but that's what we need to remove to set up the refinery. I will make connections to over there and maybe have this as a separate line here. Good. Nice that you're gone. So 8. The connector will be on the top, so we need to put in maybe some conveyor blocks. I will go with full conveyor blocks here, and then a sorter, an incoming sorter basically. So conveyor sorter. This direction is good, and I want to see where's the, I think there must be I can't see it. There is definitely some sort of panel on there. I need to access that and see that I whitelist. Oh, there it is. Whitelist. We whitelist. Okay, that is uranium, and we will whitelist this. So whitelist. Then, oh, one thing. One thing that I really like with the new update will be that we finally can search in STU. That we finally are able to search in assemblers. So, ooh, that will make my life so much easier. There's there's a lot of one thing that might spark some discussions will be that the game got a bit grindier, I have the feeling, with some of the things that they implemented. The survival kit, for example, makes it possible so that you can grind down stone into usable ingots. For one, that will probably make all the grind down stone mods, if not for efficiency or for speed, relatively useless, because now you can just set up a survival kit. If you are later in the game, you can set up, don't know, 10, 20 survival kits and let each of them process, don't know, 100,000 cycles of stone processing. And so I'm just putting this here without any additions, so that nothing can pass through that thing inside into the refinery. Everything can just be pulled outside. So I don't need to set that up. I just want to have that here. Another conveyor, and down here I can go with a curve. So So this will later in I think Space Engineers history, it will make, yeah, stone finally useful for, don't know, if you don't use it as ammunition for your gravity driven guns. I'm not sure what you can use stone for a lot of the time, but that might be one of the uses. There are other changes. I didn't notice too much. There's chat changes, and the problem with chat changes for me is that I never played a lot of survival, so I don't know what this whole would entail, what makes the chat so different. Foliage details, so trees and all this stuff looks a lot nicer. Again, I talked about that yesterday, that I can't really see a difference in performance because we played vanilla yesterday and mods take performance, a lot of it, and so I can't see a big difference there, and can't say yeah, this definitely is a big plus in performance. Has to do with the fact that I only see this performance, and vanilla performance could be crazy good, crazy amazing, and I would never have noticed, let's say it that way. Good, we do the same here. We will bring in sorter block so that I can stop anything else from getting in here. I hope the stuff is not dropping out of there right now. Conveyor block, and then a sorter in between so that we can stop anything from getting in there that shouldn't be in there. You can see that I'm going a bit of the normal route, the unmodded route here, because normally you could, don't know, I could just go and use Tim or something like that to set up the refineries here. That would work too, to just does that, yeah, that checks out. But I wanted to go with a bit of the normal blocks here. That don't know, having Tim everywhere leads to not two problems, but Tim is also a factor when it comes to performance. So I don't know. We will, for this case, we will just stay away from Tim for a bit. Maybe later we can put it in, but I don't plan to have crazy amounts of in industry here, and for now we don't need all the capabilities Tim brings with it. And on the other hand, I at one point would like to maybe test out Izzy's script when it comes to inventory management, but meh. If I can get around it this way. Okay, we need to set this up. I can just land here. I noticed that I'm used to so many good stuff when it comes to, okay, we will blacklist the uranium and so now this should be just here for, this refinery should be just here for everything else than uranium, so that's a good thing. Do I have this? Not a lot of stuff in there, and there should be a lot of uranium in here. Yes. So I even have some uranium on me. So the good thing is I can still access everything, and I can't pull stuff into my inventory, but I can just go and put stuff out of my inventory into anything reactor. I have to be careful now because there's the everything is connected up, so now I have to search for the azimuth reactors. Okay, 6K in all of them. That's I put I think 8K in all of them, or so the beam drill ran through that stuff. I will wait a bit until these 168,000 uranium are processed. That should give us a lot of uranium ingots with the yield modules. Let me set up some speed here. I moved... I don't know what I showed up. Yesterday was so amazing because it... Again, we got Cosmic and I got promoted by Keen itself and all that stuff, and that was amazing. I think I gained 15, 16 new subscribers, and that's amazing. Yeah, welcome to all the new people that might watch this now. I hope this doesn't end up in the people subscribing and then never watching it. It would be nice if I would see a lot of the new faces in the comments too, so that they can bring their input into all of that. Should I go with power efficiency too? I think the refinery is not what will kill us, or when it comes to... If we add speed to it, yeah, but I think it's not so bad that we really need to do something about that. Good. Okay, that works out. What I need to find next is iron. So we have this space here now to maybe come back to later and find more uranium. But the next thing I should grab is some iron. I will have to search for that. I went out far ways into the hills there the last time and then came back and found the uranium, so maybe I should first search the area around the lake for some more iron and then and then go out farther. And the problem is there's enemies over there, although I think I'm out of spawn range now. That should be good. Okay, I will go and find some iron and maybe bring you back in when I found some. We will mine that, process that, and then we can work on the deck a bit more. Maybe think about, yeah, getting... I think I should replace parts of the deck with heavy armor blocks, so that I can have the thrusters blast the deck without having too much worry about it. So good, people. We'll be back, yeah, for you in a second. One thing I forgot I wanted to do is set up some more thrusters, because now I wanted to move the station over to the lake. But one thing I want to do is I kind of want to fly it with a broadside towards the enemy. That should be over there. Where's the enemy? Did it despawn now or something like that? So there was an enemy base over there, or might be still be there. I'm not sure. And when I was searching the area, it sent drones after me, so I wanted to maybe move the base a bit, and for that I need thrusters to the sides. Problem is, I don't know really where to put them up right now, and I don't know how much material I still have for them. So we will have to improvise maybe a bit. And so I think we will go and put some thrusters down here. I might just keep them here for now, these few that I have now here, and these will be removed because these will be inside at one point, and that's maybe not preferable for now. By the way, I have to do something. Oh no, everything seems to be fine. So let us see if we... Okay, the enemy is still there. I brought in an unknown signal, just got a new welder. Not a new welder, a leopard welder or something like that. Nothing too special. Good. What am I missing? I'm missing rotors. Or motors or something like that. Yes, I'm pretty sure that's the case. So one thing we can do is remove these now. And hopefully that solves our problem. Otherwise, I will take a look what I need, or what I need to grind down for the motors, because we are still sitting on other materials. There is, I think, also nickel and magnesium down here. So we'll see what the motors need, and then I might be able to just grab that nickel. See that? That's amazing. We don't have a lot of iron ingots. I might just break down some things. But nickel we can definitely grab here. So, oh no, it's silicon. Oh, we are sitting on top of silicon. But I have magnesium over there. So maybe I will go... magnesium. I have nickel over there. And there's another deposit over there. I found silver and gold. That's another thing. So finding nickel here is not the problem. I will do that, make some more motors, and then we... Okay, I have... Are these motors are ready? That's good. Then, these thrusters are ready. I will grab some nickel anyways, maybe also some silicon, and then I will go over to the lake again. I have to be at least a bit careful with how much stuff I load, because the beam drill gets the stuff so fast that the weight of the whole ship changes. Not that it is bad at the moment, so we have a lot of thruster power, we have a lot of energy, or at least power available, not maybe when it comes to time, but when it comes to just raw power, we have a lot of it. But yeah, the weight changes a lot, and so we have to be careful with this. I will maneuver over to the lake now to grab some iron, because that will be the next thing that we need. I think everything else for now is not too important. I might also add another laser to the left side so that I can just go straight ahead. See, now the whole thing gets slower and slower. Before it rose relatively well, now it gets slower because we loaded tons of nickel into it now. That needs to be addressed. We need more motors for more thrusters, so that's good that we grabbed that now. The next thing definitely will be iron. Good. Let me fly over there, bring the laser in, and hopefully maybe I can see iron on the way. Then I just stop and bring the iron in. Good. What a find! Ice. Oh, so that's absolutely sure that we find ice here, but cobalt, and I found iron and nickel. So I can start mining here. I've set it to iron right now. I hope that I also get ice. Do I also get ice when I mine this out, or does it void everything that's not? Also get ice. That's good. So we can deal with the ice too then, and Don't know, see what we do with that, but I mainly want to get iron right now. So I will let the beam laser do its work for a moment, and then I can start producing all the stuff. We will place down maybe 2 new thrusters, remove the one in the front there, so maybe we put down 4 more of the big thrusters. What I thought about is that I will maybe put the new thrusters in the front. I want to see if we can also do these big LY thrusters, because what I didn't think about is yeah, they use more power when they are under full load, but they also produce more thrust, so maybe it just balances out. So we could see how good they look, and I think that would be nice. So I will put down 2 more thrusters in the front and then remove one of the back thrusters. We will put down one of the LY thrusters and maybe take a short look at how this could look in the end. Let us see how this thing comes along. They might be nicer to have. For the small ships where you don't work with a reactor, they might be not a thing. But for this thing, again, this thing has at least the power, and it shouldn't drain the battery than, I think, more than double the amount of the others. So this should be absolutely okay. Ooh, okay. Their flame is definitely crazier. The good thing is it's flat on top. We can maybe build something on top of it. That could be cool. And now let's see. They should at the moment take the same amount of energy as far as I see it. So this thing is able to put out more power, so in the end it needs more power, so that should give us the same power at the moment. So it is 13 meganewtons of thrust. 13 meganewtons of thrust, and this is only 5.4, so this is maximum 16. 5.4 is, this is roughly a bit than double what this puts out in the end, more, at a bit more than double. So 16, 37, it's, see, it's current usage 23. Current usage 100. No, that can't. Large atmospheric thruster requires electricity 108 kilowatts. Does this thing completely take over? Nine megawatts. Oh, this must be something different. I don't know what this is, but 142, that can't be true. That must be one of the back thrusters. So 9, 23. So yeah, these must be the normal thrusters. So they also that's weird. That's weird. That's kind of weird that they use more power to essentially put out the same thrust. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Let me remove this one too and put one of these in. I want to see if so we are at 6 days right now. It should not go down or go, yeah, so maybe these things are just inefficient. Could that be that they are just inefficient when it comes to producing thrust, so that in the end it uses more power? I don't know. I have to analyze that. The power usage 6 days didn't go down. So if it's 1 or 2 hours, then I don't mind. If it would go down from 6 days to 4 days, then I would really mind. So maybe we can use the LY thrusters on here. Although it would have been nice to... Give me an answer on that. Should we use the LY thrusters on here? Keep it nice and have maybe less thrusters on here and don't have to make these huge packets of thrusters on here? Or should we go with the vanilla thrusters? Let me know. That would be nice to know. Good people, I think that's all for today. I will have to cut this up now and then maybe maybe see what I do with it. Good people, thanks for watching. I would say welcome again to all the new people here. I hope you like what I'm putting out here when I'm not on stream, and yeah, I hope to see you in the next video. See ya, guys.